from hiatus, but still separated. Welcome to Community News. My name is Paul.
And my name is Sasha.
Hello there, Sasha. How are you today?
Hello, Paul. I'm so happy to see you after several weeks of hiatus.
I know. Those were the two longest weeks of my life, not seeing you. I missed you too.
I thought it was interesting that we decided to take a hiatus anyway, just like we do, in normal times, as if there's places to go and things to do. And we decided, let's try and keep this like normal times. So we took a hiatus. And then I realized, wait a second, we took a hiatus and now I'm just going to be sitting in my house staring at the four walls. So I decided I had to get on a plane and go.
I find it hard to believe that the biggest germaphobe I know would actually get on a plane and fly somewhere. What were you trying to outfly Corona? Was the plane fast enough that it just flew?
I know. I can't believe somehow I went from not even going to a grocery store or going anywhere to actually being out with the people at the airport, flew on a plane, flew on another plane. It's crazy. So I actually flew into COVID Central.
Right.
The tri-state area, we've finally gotten things under control with Corona. New York, Connecticut doing better than the rest of the country. So I decided, hey, this hasn't been risky enough. It's time to fly to LA and see what's going on there in the middle of pandemic Corona.
Well, that's perfect. So I plan to self-quarantine for you for the rest of my life at this point. So.
Right. That's why we're back on Skype now.
Exactly.
Well, I've been back now for 6 days, so I have 30 more days to self-quarantine.
Well, 30 more years or so for me to self-quarantine. So
I'm never going to see you again?
I don't know. I'm very afraid.
Oh, it's only 14 days, Paul. I don't think I could handle never seeing you again in person. It was so exciting seeing you in person a few weeks ago.
I know.
The few people I saw outside of my family.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
I need to make that hug last for like a year and a half now.
Well, I'm glad that you're back from California, back in Townport. Everyone in town missed you. The shenanigans that you normally perpetrate all over the city.
It's so sad, though. Actually, since Corona, I feel like I haven't been up to my normal local Townport shenanigans.
I know, but every so often, even if you don't try, you do shenanigans. Let's face it.
Shenanigans just sort of occur.
Exactly.
Back in the day, I would dress like Marilyn Monroe up and down Main Street, be a furry over at the Black Duck, wear my carnival masquerade eyes to the hi-ho for our investigation. It's so hard just being inside and not being able to cause any ruckus, not get in fights with people at any chain stores.
There has been a lull in the activity at Townport. It is unbelievable. And they are tracing it to Corona, but I think if they further contact trace it, it goes right back to you as to where everything germinates.
It's like we only follow my shenanigans, but imagine almost all the people here have their own shenanigans.
You're like you're patient zero of shenanigans in this town. That's what you are.
I was going to say, though, I don't know if that's true. That's quite flattering or insulting. I'm not sure which. But either way, I feel special. But what is funny is to think that whatever my shenanigans are, when you said there's quite a lull, thinking that everyone's shenanigans are now indoors, it really must be a lull. Like all the characters, all the interesting drama that goes on, it's all just inside now.
I know. I saw Peter for the first time in a week.
Oh.
And, he said nothing's going on. No, he won't. We were walking at one point. I think I might have told you this. And his wife screamed at us. So now he stays at least 30 feet away from me, and we're screaming back and forth at each other. But he doesn't have the greatest hearing, so the conversations go awry.
That's to me that as cantankerous and strong of a personality as he is, he's able to be bossed around by his wife.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You haven't met his wife. That's Peter times 10, his wife.
Wow.
She definitely wears the pants in that family. I can tell you that.
Is that why you think he's so ranty when you're with him? Because he doesn't get to say a word at home?
Absolutely, 100%. I'm his walking wife. That's what it comes down to.
So you're his only place that he gets to rant and rave. So tell me what you've been up to the past 2 weeks during hiatus.
During hiatus, I stayed in the house. I went out with my mask on. I played a little golf, and that has basically been my life. Nothing else.
I like that you've been golfing a lot with the mask on. Any
Yes.
more holes in one like last year?
No holes in one. In fact, I haven't hit that green since my hole in one. So no,
Now
I
that's
haven't.
funny because you would think that with all this time, you'd be turning into like a Jack Nicklaus level golfer because it's, you're playing all the time.
I am a Jack Nicklaus, but not Jack Nicholas. So yes, I am
I
much
thought
like
they
Jack
spell it
Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus.
No,
I thought they spelled Jack Nicklaus.
ass, not os, ass, like
Nick,
ass.
Nick Glass.
Right, right.
I thought it was Laus.
But
At any
however
rate,
you pronounce it, that's who I'm playing like at this point.
okay.
So
He's on my mind because last night I saw that he and his wife at like 80, whatever years old they are, just recovered themselves from 2 cases of the coronavirus.
I know, amazing. It happened months ago. Perhaps
Should say yay for them. I'm very excited for anyone who recovers, and especially people that are in the over 60, 65 category.
what is that bell? That thing there?
That's
Are you
happy
kidding me?
Yay
Are you
for
kidding
them.
me with that thing?
I also know 2 90-year-olds, a 90 and a 91-year-old, who recovered.
Forget
Got it.
about going back to the bell. I know you didn't want to record in person, and you specifically went to California just so you could ring that bell and annoy me, and knew that I couldn't take it away and throw it across the room at this point.
No.
This was all.
I thought you liked that bell because I once used it before, and you seemed very amused by it. Or were you annoyed?
I know. Probably a little bit of both.
It's hard to tell between you're amused and annoyed because you smile usually with both.
Right.
So it's hard to tell. It's a small range between those two.
Exactly. Well, that was if you ring it incessantly, then it's annoying. If you ring it once, then it's not annoying. Well, it's still
Okay.
annoying.
Well, do you know I don't even wear jewelry anymore as a result of my business partnership with you?
Look at that. It's
Just to not jingle.
You
But
never
I don't wear it even when we're not recording.
really. So you
Yes.
have changed your entire life based on this recording, is what you're saying, or based on
your
my
preferences.
my
I walk
neuroses.
through life quieter and differently based on your preferences.
I find quieter hard to believe, but maybe.
I mean, no jingly jewelry.
Oh, I see. Oh, you mean
wear
prior to
out.
that, everybody could hear you coming from miles away?
100%. I was like MC Hammer, wearing a lot of necklaces and
Right.
bracelets, just to date myself for any listeners that were alive during the 80s.
You can't touch that. That's what I have to say.
Can't touch this.
Right. So anyway, as I was going to say, Nicholas and his wife might have been okay had they seen the latest list in the newspaper. I know you're not going to believe it, but 5 months or 6 months or 7 months or 100 months into this
However long
pandemic,
it's been.
the
Yeah.
newspaper just printed a list of how to protect yourself from corona.
Okay, please tell me they have something new, some new CDC breakthrough, and it's not just our basics. Like,
Number 1, wear a mask.
come on.
I swear
Are
to
you
God. I
serious?
swear.
Wait, they didn't print this before? Like, this is the first time? Are you sure they're not printing this every week?
Number 2, wash your hands. No, it's
Come
new.
on, Paul.
It's
Are
new.
they printing this every week, or is this
It's
the
not
first time
every
they
week.
decided-
This is the way they decided to do.
This is their breaking news list. I bet
Yeah.
I can guess number
What
3.
is it?
Stay 6 feet apart.
How did you know? Have you read the list yourself? Maybe they.
Seriously, who is writing this list? We've got to do an I-team investigation. We haven't done one in so long, and find out who the heck is writing this list of the most basic, obvious. I mean, this proves our theory all along of how they make these lists of the most basic, obvious things, like what to do for the summer, put on sunscreen.
Right.
This is proving it.
They might have put this list down because they found out some lunatic from town actually got on a plane and went to California. So everybody else needs to be protected. So perhaps maybe that's why they finally put this list into
Well, that lunatic used all the precautions and didn't get sick even with that. When I was coming back, my plane was grounded for an hour and a half because of lightning storms. And I was like, seriously, Delta, you need to weigh what's more important, us sitting in the Petri dish for an extra hour and a half after 5 or 6 hours. I forget which way is 5, which way is 6. Coming
Right.
back is 5, right?
Right.
Which is more important? Or just let us out into the lightning. Like, let us out into the lightning, I think, when we're in. But anyway, we sat
I'm
there.
glad you're not my captain. That's all I got to
Well, we
say.
sat there even an extra hour and a half. And I was like, if I didn't get corona on the 6-hour flight this way, I definitely got it now. But guess what? here we are 6 days into my self-quarantine, and I'm feeling great.
How much complaining were you doing during that hour and a half? That's what I want to know.
You know me so well. My kids even had to say, Mom, just try not to think about it. They're like, Mom, there's nothing we could do about it. Mom, just think about something else. Because I was literally probably 3 minutes going, I can't believe we're sitting here. Why are we sitting here? This is ridiculous.
Oh, my God. All I know is I wish you had texted me, because I would have set you off to the point where there would have been an arrest video of you being dragged off a plane. And then community news would have been worldwide. What?
Remember, you know what? There's so many things we all miss about pre-corona days. I miss those arrest videos of people being dragged off the plane.
Right.
As horrific as they were, what's going on in the world now and the police brutality and things, it's so much worse. Well, there already was police brutality, but all the videos we're seeing are so much worse that those seem like a party. Those seem like fun times.
Would you have the foresight to be wearing a community news either hat or shirt while you were being dragged off? Because if not, then it's not worth it.
You know what? You made me realize I should have worn that traveling just in case there was going to be a drag off, but I didn't wear it. Right. Speaking of that, you know what? I think it's time I have to make a shameless request to our listeners. Tough times. These are tough times. We have community news mugs that we need to sell because Paul and I do not get a stimulus check or unemployment, and we need to make some money. So if you're a fan of the show, wouldn't you love to have your morning coffee thinking about Paul and Sasha and just laughing, looking at your community news mug with Paul and Sasha? So if so, please let us know that you'd like one, and we'll mail you one.
Absolutely. Just let us know. There's info.
What are they, like $15?
$15. It's the greatest $15 people will ever spend in their life.
$15 to support the show and be part of our coffee clutch. Maybe we'll do a Zoom one day with all the people that have a mug, and we'll do a coffee Zoom in the morning. That would be fun, right?
That would be perfect.
Like doing a live show, and everybody who has a mug can be on that. I think that's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
It's because, everyone's doing their live shows by Zoom, and we haven't done anything. Let's make that our live show. But we need some people to step up and buy mugs.
And I promise they will be sent from my house, which is corona-free, while Sasha's house still might have traces of California corona with her. So
I don't think I do, but Paul he does have the mug stash. So if you want a personalized package from Paul, Community News' very own Paul, maybe he'll even stick a note in there for you.
Wow.
If you maybe spend a couple extra dollars. I know, I'm offering a lot of your time. Maybe you get a mug for $15. If you send $20, he'll write you a personalized note to thank you for being a listener. How's that?
Perfect. I'm going to play some golf. You're staying in your house and staying away from me for the next 30 years.
I'm not even complaining about being home. I'm organizing things. I organized my pantry. I'm going to go clean the refrigerator in a little bit.
Even better. What a wonderful time.
I'm embracing it. I'm becoming someone who's embracing these home things.
Sasha, Townport's happiest resident. That's where she is right now.
Exactly. See, that's why it was good I got away to California. I needed a change of scenery, and now I'm feeling refreshed.
Perfect. It's always lovely to see you, even though it's over Skype. Next week, maybe in person if you're feeling good.
I hope so. It's so wonderful to see you, Paul. Well, when we see each other, we'll take each other's temperature, just to be sure.
Uh-oh.
Not the way you like it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, as always, my name is Paul.
And as always, my name is Sasha.
Sasha, I will talk to you again next week.
I'll see you next Tuesday, Paul.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.